Welcome back to Build and Battle for Week 3. We're going to do a DFS lineup for the Thursday night slate. We're going to jump into some dog bowls and some battle royales for Week 3. Let's go. All right, here we go. Now we're actually live. Sorry about that. Hopefully you guys didn't see all that craziness. A little bit of a scuff start, but we're back. So yeah, we're gonna jump in and do the Thursday night slate DFS lineup, and then we'll do a little bit of battle royale and a little bit of dog bowl. So not too much time today, but I wanted to make sure I got something out for you guys because I'm gonna have a bit of a busy week. Won't have too much time to do some more content. So not sure if I'll get anything else out this week, but we can talk about whatever. We'll take a look at eliminators too and all that stuff. So exciting stuff for sure. So we'll start with this slate here. Appreciate all the support on that last video, guys. Really glad I had that nice hit in week 1, starting off the season off right, and a lot of support on that video. So thanks for watching that if you have already. If you haven't watched it, it's in the comments section below. You can check it out. All right, so let's check it out. So Thursday night, assume it's going to be kind of like a blowout, but I don't know. I think how to get different. I'm assuming you probably take like 3, or probably if you take 4 Miami Dolphins, you're probably getting different. I'm assuming it's just going to be a lot of onslaughts, like a lot of 4-2 Buffalo. So if you do 4-2 Miami, you might be in better shape. So, and that I definitely want to fade James Cook. I mean, let's go this route instead. Just go hero Josh Allen. Josh Allen does his heroic stuff, and then we get like, an Achane, Malik Washington type, and then maybe like a Waddle. It's like really hard to figure out your last person you want to put as your Dolphin. A few options we could do. I mean, we could do like a Ray Davis thing, like do Josh Allen, Ray Davis, I guess. And then throw, how about Achane in the captain instead? Then we go Josh Allen. We have Ray Davis already, and then that gives us the opportunity to go with another Dolphin. It's really hard to find the other Dolphins to play because there's only like 3 viable Dolphins, right? What happens if you do? I don't even know if I want to play a Ray Davis. Like maybe Ty Johnson would be the one you'd want to put in instead. Does that allow me to get up to anyone? It doesn't. It's kind of a tough build. This showdown is kind of tricky. Let's see what else we can do here. Dog's trying to play tricks on me. All right, so let's see. I think we could go a couple of different directions here. How about this is tough, which just kind of makes it fun, I guess, because it's really hard to make a build. And I guess you could do the Tua. I mean, just do a Tua Waddle, Tua, and then I think maybe go 4 Bills after that. Or so I know. So you want to. So really, you just maybe you take like Akine, and you just got to go with some cheap Dolphins because there's really nothing else there for you. Because you can go Ollie, hope that he gets like an end zone rush or something weird like that. I think you just go that direction, and then you get Allen, and that's pretty interesting. Like a 5-1 Dolphins. That's really hard to see that getting there, but. So like you could see this, and you could see the Dolphins still winning or still losing, right? So, so this is where this is where it gets really difficult. I mean, I could do Miami kicker, instead. There's really not much of a difference between. You know, I kind of like this. Let's just go. This is how you make a unique lineup. You do this. Tua chucks a bomb to, you know, say the touchdowns all go to Josh Allen or Shakir. Waddle has a big game. I mean, maybe we put Shakir in the captain, and then what does that allow us to do after that? This is probably better because then we do Waddle there, and then we can move Akine up to Miami kicker, I guess. It's just really, I guess, like, it's just so unlikely that they lose. That's why it feels so weird to do a build this way, but that's probably what the whole field thinks, right? So maybe this route instead. I don't fully hate this at all. We can do this, I think. So Shakir has like an alpha game. I mean, can we do Josh Allen as the captain instead? That makes me feel way better. We could do Kincaid instead of Shakir, which actually, now this I can probably get behind a little bit more. And then we could do Akine instead of quarterback. Okay, this I can work with. So you get Josh Allen back in the captain spot. Let's see what we're missing out on. I mean, we're really just missing out on the kickers, right? And I believe Washington can outscore a kicker for sure. And then it's not even a question. It's like this one, it's Miami kicker versus Akine. So it's really like, can Akine get like a 50-yard catch or something? Is how you get this to be optimal. And then obviously Josh Allen is the alpha there. Taking Kincaid over Coleman and Shakir doesn't feel awful either. So I think this is actually pretty interesting. This is fine. And then Josh Allen takes the rushing touchdowns from James Cook. So James Cook doesn't get there. Tua is slinging it around to Waddle, Washington, and then Akine gets a bomb at some point. Maybe even Lake Washington gets like an end-around touchdown or something like that. Yeah, this is kind of, I mean, this is a very, very long shot, but that's what you should do in these kind of contests anyway. So I'll drop this in there, and then let's go to Underdog now. All right. Now into the good stuff. Underdog is just so much fun. So let's get a dog bowl going. Probably do like 2-3 dog bowls tonight if I have time. And then I'll probably be done after that. I know it's late. I don't expect many people to be around. I know usually I do a much earlier stream, but I just wanted to get this out there so if people do watch it afterwards, they have this content if they want to take a look at what some of my plays are and stuff like that, if they're interested in that. Okay. So we're 4 away on the dog bowl. Battle Royale pull up as well while we're at it. Share this tab. No, I don't want notifications. Stop that nonsense. Dog Bowl's gonna fill before this. What's going on here? What the hell? That was weird. I haven't seen that happen in a while. But always good to be here. You guys are all doing well. All right. What's up, Christopher? Trying to get this dog bowl ticket, man. It's really hard. I think I did like 10 or 15 last week. Probably gonna do around the same. Maybe I'll get to 20 this week. But We shall see. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. I didn't think many people would be around tonight, but glad to have you here, sir. It's going to be a short one, probably like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Just had some time tonight, so I wanted to jump on for a little bit. DFS and BBM. DFS last week, I had a decent week in DFS. I like cashed in a lot of lineups, and then I hit Troy Franklin alts and then some pick'ems. But in terms of like my best ball, like my underdog battle royale, I did not do good last week. Did not profit for sure. But the pick'ems and the long shot ladder bet for Troy Franklin helped a lot. Let me actually I'll pull up my DraftKings lineups just to show you in a second. I'm on the clock. I got Puka, Chase, Bucky. I'm always down for Puka. That's fine. Just give me Puka. All right, so we're on the clock over here in a second. Let me pull up last night. BBM not doing good so far, but it's okay. It's early. I have a couple of nice looking lineups though. I think at least pretty nice looking lineups. Let me show you my spy lineup from last weekend. Yeah, so I cashed in the spy and then cashed in the Millie Maker a few times. Saquon or Lamb? I mean, we'll go Saquon. That's fine. All right, here's my. Yeah, this is unfortunate. If I had JMO, this would have been awesome. Nice. Yeah, I'll show you my eliminators as well while we're here. Here's the DFS lineup from last week. Caleb instead of Goff. Obviously, you wanted Goff. Rome was perfect. Chase was great. Just needed this to be like Travis Hunter and GMO should have just been like Amon Ra, and then maybe I could have. Obviously, Brees Hall was a massive bust, but yeah, Caleb and Rome perfect. Or Rome was perfect. Just needed Goff instead of Caleb. Might have been a little bit better lineup, but not bad. I cashed at least in the spy, so I'll take that. Basically went even on the DFS, like on DraftKings. Did not go even. Did not win on Underdog for sure last week. All right, so where Bowers is down here, so I'm gonna get some decent combo here. Get Barkley, Chase, Barkley, Puka. So we got Lamb and McBride at the turn. So Chase went. Yeah, I'm always down to just do this. This is fine with me. One of my 1-on-1, 110 to 1. Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome. Those close ones are pretty sweaty. Yeah, I love the eliminator. It's really fun. I mean, it's gonna be really fun once you get to like the weeks where it's like starting to get very interesting. That's when it gets really fun, I think. Yeah, like once you get to the weeks where it's like you're cashing every week and you're getting more cash on it, I think that's gonna be pretty fun to do. Nice. May was a nice play. I'm on the clock in the dog bowl. Ashton Denty on the clock on the board. A lot of Q tags are going to make some people fall that probably shouldn't. Let's go Genty. So, thumbnail got AJ Brown, Chris Olave, Cortland Sutton, and who's the last one? Why can't I think of the last person? Mike Evans. Jeez, obviously Mike Evans. So those are my favorite plays this week. You can buy low on Mike Evans and AJ Brown this week, which is like kind of just like, I don't know. It's a no-brainer for me. It's like, well, I can get one of the best couple receivers in the game, buy low on them. You just want to do that. So it's a good bet to make, in my opinion, just to buy low on those kind of guys. So you can see AJ Brown's going to pick 30 plus. So like not going to be 100% drafted. Mike Evans also not going to be 100% drafted. Just definitely worth scooping some of that action up for me. Done with Brown. Nah, it's fair, but yeah, I don't know. We've seen it long enough with AJ Brown that he's going to be up and down, and you want to have him. You want to be at least trying to get some exposure to him before he blows up. We know he's capable of it. So not on this team. We're going to do Mike Evans on this team because I already have Barkley. But yeah, you got to be trying to get a good amount of Evans, AJ Brown, Sutton and Olave in the good old dog bowl and such. Yeah, I was pissed. I did a lot of Drake May, but I did it with Henry, which is was not good. I need to stop doing that. Sometimes you need to take Drake May, not stacked, and that'd be better off for me sometimes. I really like the spot for Warren and Ramondre quite a bit. All right, we're on the clock in the dog bowl. Let me see what we're doing here. So Lad's gonna fall probably. Happy to take Lad at a discount here. Get access to some cheaper players. I can go Kamara, a guy I'm not too I'm pretty interested in. Let's actually just go AJ Brown. Get him going there. All right, so we got AJ Brown and both Benny the knee, just barely for me now. Money at Benny the knee. I see. All right, let me go. Buddy, no barking right now. All right, so we got Baker. Kenneth Walker could be interesting just because he's not in the he's the Charbonnet's banged up or whatever. Let me see. Yeah, DNP due to foot issue. We could do let's see. Let's go with this. Let's put it over here instead. Kenneth Walker. See, I don't know. I'm definitely over Ramondre over Travion this week. I'm definitely not opposed to Hampton as like a super buy low. Dobbins is probably fine. There's quite a bit of interesting guys. You like ETN's almost undrafted. Brees is undrafted. But I'm really into the Mike Evans stuff this week. I just think like Buka's gotten a few touchdowns already, and people are just kind of gravitating towards him. But like we know, Evans is a touchdown machine. So I'm gonna be taking some of that action for sure. Just want to get him at one of the cheapest prices you'll get him. Maybe all season if he has a big week. Like if he has a big week, he's gonna go back up to where he was like last year, like in the 1-2 turn, second round type of pick in these BRs. Let's go. Kenneth Walker's a guy I don't always gravitate towards, but he's a good play, especially if Charbonnet's out. He's a very good play. So I'm going to get him at a little bit of an ownership discount. I think that's a good play to make. Reese available here. Looks like I have a ton of Debo already. I don't really want to take more Debo. Daniels is like seeming more and more like going to be out. I don't know for sure, but like, I don't know. They're being really weird about it. They're like, we're going to exercise major caution with him. I don't know. It's a little bit like, I don't know. It's just making me think he's going to be out, but I hope he ends up playing. I do have quite a bit of him stocked up. Let's go. We go Brees or Jalen Warren. Yeah, I'm just going to take Brees. Keep taking Brees at this price. I think he's a good buy low still as well. Ben Bijan against Panthers D-Smash. Yeah, for sure. He's 101 for a reason. Even ahead of CMC. So the field is on that heavily. I think it would be kind of fun in DraftKings in a sense. I think you could do like a Bijan and CMC lineup and then just go just hope they get the mega ceiling games. Okay, so yeah, Puka is awesome. He's so good. I'm all about it. I'm really glad he dipped on BBM a little bit. I got some good nice shares of him at like a little bit lower price, and I just kept taking him. I'm not. Let me see how much I actually have before I start talking on my butt here. I know I'm like above the field in most of the contests. I just don't know like what that actually entails. Let me take a look. So 10% in pre-draft stuff, and then in the regular, let's see what we got here. Let's hope I actually have 10% in this. Well, 12%. Yes, I have 12% in the actual NFL season ones, and then let's take a look at Eliminator, see if I got a good amount in Eliminator. Probably not, because week 8. Yeah, I have 10% in Eliminator too, actually, so that's not bad. While we're here, might as well look at this real quick. BBMDB, you guys already know about it. Pretty sick site. So I got 39 teams, so we got to make a pick. I'm going to take Bijan. And we're on the clock over here. All right, so let's do this first, and then we'll go to that. Okay, so I don't mind doing like back-stacked quarterback tight ends. I don't like feel like it has to be done, but I'm down for it when it's like reasonable. The only ones I like okay doing, like if you want to do Rodgers, that's okay. Taking like Purdy right now, pretty crazy that he's like actually in the mix to play this week. Definitely want to be keeping an eye on him. He could be like a pretty sick play this week. I like going Herbert, just taking him unstacked. I think he's just going to sling it again. He's been slinging it, been playing very well. So I'll take Herbert here, and then we'll take a tight end at the end here and see what we want to do. Yeah, not worth like I know you take Herbert, he's unstacked, but it's like this is not a time to be jamming like a random Chargers tight end. I think you just got to take him unstacked and then go a different route at tight end. What's that? Another BTJ. It's funny, yeah, a lot of BTJ last year, but you didn't like anchor yourself to getting more of them, which is I think a smart way to like. You don't have to just because they smashed for you last year doesn't mean you have to go back in again. I was fairly low on BTJ this year, and I mean not that I think he still should be good. He can be very good. I just don't know what that offense is like. It's just not the passing game's not getting there right now, but they're fun. They're fun. Okay, we're back here. So I have 39 teams through, so I'm a little bit above expectation. Not like crazy, but like a little bit above expectation so far. I think expectation would be about 75, 33 teams about. So I'm a little bit over, so that's good. Hopefully I get like 20 next week, and then like I'll have a decent shot of having 10 teams cash like right away, which is pretty cool. I think week 4 is when you start cashing. If it's not week 4, it's 5. It's pretty early, but obviously like a lot of the field got wiped already at that point. All right, so we're on the clock here. No fallers this time. Pretty much always take Bowers when he's here, so I'll take him for sure. We could get down and get receiver. Let's get crazy with receiver. Let's go with like one of our scrolls. We can go Evans, Sutton, maybe. I think that's okay. Any running backs we want to take? Let's take another running back first before we do that. Jordan Mason, Josh Jacobs. Let's go Jordan Mason on this one. He was a guy that was going like super late. I don't think it really matters that he got that much closing value on him, but he was going very late early on. Let's figure out our tight end for this dog bowl. Sorry, I'm all over the place here, but I'm trying to draft a couple teams at a time. So hopefully it's not too hard to follow. So here, I mean, we could go Strange is probably fine. So the thing about like unstacked Herbert's nice because like you don't have to pick between Ladd, QJ, and Keenan Allen. But that being said, I think Keenan Allen and QJ are both good picks too, in this and also the regular BRs, just from how good that offense has looked. Hampton too, since he's undrafted. So we can go. I do like taking JT Sanders. Fannin already went. Let's go Bretton Strange on this one. Or Chig is decent. Let's go Strange. 4 or 5 targets. Can definitely get in the box. Gets in the box, you're pretty much happy. You're not going to have the elite tight end on this one, so it might not work out. So you just got to hope for the best on those ones. All right, So let's get another dog bowl while we're waiting for this to finish up. 10, waiting for 10. So we'll see if that one fills up. It probably will fill. Okay, so we got Mike Evans, Sutton in the queue. What else could we do? We got the AJ Brown, and then we want Pearsall this week. I think he's good. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a really, I don't know if you should, I guess you should take Purdy, because if he's out, he's out. If he's in, right? So he's actually a really good pick as well right now. You take Purdy with like Pearsall or like that might be legit. Now that Purdy's like questionable, like maybe closer to doubtful, but he's like at least potentially could play. Purdy could be an amazing play this week. Like you go Purdy, Pearsall, Purdy, even Jennings, like you're getting like no ownership there. And like a regular slate, he would have been pretty like decently owned. So I think he's very, 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 very interesting. So I'm going to start probably jamming that in. Maybe now I'll start doing a little bit of it, but definitely something I want to be going after this week. You're just already getting like a nice discount on it. And like most people are still not going to take it. And maybe like by the time it's 75% full, there might be people that actually like jump on board and start taking it. But depending on what the reports are, he might just end up being like a sub 5% guy, you know, for free. So keep an eye on that for sure. I think that's like a really, really good thing to look at this week is that status of Purdy. In worst case, if you want, you could swap to, you know, Drake May. You could swap to Bo Nix. You swap to maybe Dan Jones. Like, there's so many decent swaps down here, Kyler. Or if you want, you swap. If you have a bunch of Purdy, you could swap to Mac Jones. Yeah, so this is, I get the two receivers, I get solid running back projection, get the tight end, and then get Bo Nix as a decent buy low, guy with a little bit of rushing upside, going up against a tough defense, but could be a fun game in LA there. Yeah, BBM I have, let's see. BBM I don't have much advancing in BBM. Six out of 60. So of what is that? 1 in 10. Yeah, not do math. 1 in 10, isn't it? So that's like what 5% under expected. So I would expect to have what 60 divided by. God, dude, can't do math right now. Holy crap, I am awful. There you go. Expectation would be like 9 or 10 teams, so I'm decently off, 3 teams off, but that's okay. It's early. I definitely have a back-weighted portfolio with the amount of rookies I have, but definitely don't want to be like in a deep. You don't want to be like in a hole early on because that can sometimes be like if you're going too crazy with the rookies, you might end up in too big of a hole where you just can't get out of it. You might be like too deep, too buried. I'm sure I already have teams that are that bad, probably, but that's kind of normal. You're gonna have shit teams. You do a lot of best ball drafts, but you're gonna have a lot of really, really fun ones if you do quite a bit of drafts. I'm really excited about the one I did on. I did a recording where I did like some tips for like late drafting. You know, fingers crossed that one stays healthy, but it's like a KC Detroit team with Rice, Amon-Ra, and JMO. That's pretty fun. I'm a fan of that team for sure. So I'm hoping that one can pan out a little bit. Also has Rome, hit on Rome there, so that's good. All right, so Bo Nix has Fannin too, so pretty fun players in that one. So Bo Nix, I feel like this draft took like 9 years to finish. That was weird. Be taking forever right now. Okay, 2 away on the dog bowl, so we'll be able to do another dog bowl tonight. That's good. Been feeling pretty quick, honestly. It feels like it's already what, like 42. I'm definitely gonna take him in the dog. Like I'm gonna start taking Purdy in the dog bowl here for sure. Like Purdy Pearsall is pretty dope. And it's not even that people aren't like. There's probably some people taking Mac Jones, but that's not even the point. Like Mac Jones is actually like. I'm pretty sure Mac Jones is just a straight 0. So he's like he might be one of the worst picks now. If Purdy plays, Mac Jones is a 0 basically. So yeah, Purdy is a pretty sick pick. I don't know if you should be jumping in now, but I will definitely won't be just jumping in now just to get ahead of it. Like there's just no way his ADP is gonna catch up. Like I'd say like a normal week, he probably would be like, I don't know, quarterback 5 or 6 probably on a normal week. And now you get him like for free just because injury, which is a fair thing to do, but nice. Rome seems like a pretty big win so far this year. I like JT Sanders. All right, so got CMC. Pretty much just if I have the 101 or 102, I just take Bijan or CMC. Whoever's there, I just take whatever. Once I get to 3 or 4, I'll sometimes take Lamb over Barkley, but I pretty much just split hairs there too. And then once I get down here, I'm kind of down to do whatever. Like sometimes I'll just go JSN, JJ, or I'll do Puka JSN, or I'll do Chase JJ just because it's a fun combo. Chase JSN, Chase Nico, Chase McBride, do whatever. Bucky, Barkley, doesn't really matter. But pretty much the top 4 are the top 4 for me, and then I kind of go different after that. Anytime I could take McBride or Bowers in the 3rd round, I just do it every time. I'll just take whoever's there. I have more Bowers right now, but I'm fine to take either. I don't really think there's a big difference between either right now. I think you should take both if you're wanting to take elite tight end. I think you should take both. I don't know if, for me, I wouldn't like be overconfident that one of them's way better than the other, just because like if either of them lands on a 2 touchdown game, you just want to at least have some exposure to the other one. So yeah, I'm just taking both. And if they both have good games, they both have good games. If one of them does, then good. This still hasn't been like a massive separator on like a main slate. Like there's the Tucker Craft that separated, but that was on a primetime slate. So we haven't seen like the big separator yet. JSN would be nice here. Can I get JSN? I already have CMC Bucky. Get JSN this time. Come on. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I lost out on the drip too, though. That's okay. But like a JSN Olave, maybe. Got the 108 in the dog bowl here. Any commanders that JD's out? I think, yeah, you could do Debo or Ertz. I don't see a problem with either of those. I mean, you can go JCM too. I think those are all playable people if Daniels is out. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to play them. In my opinion, at least. Let's go. Let's see. Pretty much just always going running back. Let's go Javonte this time. And we could decide. I like Darnold quite a bit. Let's do Purdy team. What about like a Purdy Pearsall? That's pretty sick. I can mess with this. And then maybe I can get Tucker Craft if I'm lucky and coming back to me. If not, I can go Jawan. I can go Jawan again, I guess. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so I got options. I'll probably take Jawan if I can't get Kraft. But I like the Purdy Pearsall with CMC. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I'm pretty much sold on the fact that I think CMC or the Purdy stuff could be one of the best opportunities you have this week. So I'm gonna make sure I have a good amount of that. That's probably what I'm gonna gravitate toward. And obviously Purdy could not play and you're still fine. You can swap, you're not like dead or anything. But I think people are not going to do it very much. There's going to be people that do it. I'm not like the only one that's going to think about it, obviously, but yeah, it's going to be played at a rate lower than optimal if Purdy is in. That's all I'll say. Doesn't mean it's gonna hit. Doesn't mean it has to hit. But definitely gonna have a good amount of that stuff. Purdy stacked with Jennings, Purdy stacked with CMC, Purdy stacked with Pearsall, Purdy stacked with both. I'll definitely have a lot of that. All right, favorite game this week. I don't know. What's up, Go AC Cards? Good to see you. I've seen you around a lot in other chats, so good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Love San Francisco so much. Yeah, that's just so painful. For your sake, I hope Purdy does not play, so you can have those teams. Because correct me if I'm wrong. Like if Purdy does play and Mac Jones is active, which he would be, then he just like has a 0, right? Or what do you get the swap because he doesn't play? I think you just get the 0, right? I'm trying to remember, which is unfortunate, but it's I've done it before, so it's just kind of the game we play. Sometimes you get the massive edge with it and everything like that. So I think that's how it works, though. Bowers would be cool here with Chase. I think he'll play. Mac Jones look good and his AZD 90 direction. Yeah, you're probably right. Jawan Johnson. Let's go. Am I stupid for not taking Warren? Yeah, I think I just take Warren. He's probably a better play just in general. I'll take Warren first. Ooh, I got Bowers. Nice. Chase Bowers. That's fun. Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason that he needs to rush back. They're 2-0. They're in a good spot. That being said, I'm going to take some Purdy this week and just swap him if I can't get him if he doesn't play. Yeah, San Fran's in a nice spot. They're looking pretty good. Pearsall looks decent. Jennings looked really good when he played. And then CMC looks fine. Like he's got the CMC role at least, but he's not like crushing. Like he doesn't look like unstoppable, but he's just got an amazing role still. Yeah, I'm into the risk though on that. I'm really gonna be getting into that and then swapping to like Drake May or something if it doesn't work out. But yeah, I mean it seemed pretty like it seemed like they were pretty much set in stone. Like he's gonna miss week 3. So I'm not. It's just they're confusing. Because what it sounded like is like, okay, he's going to be out to week 3, maybe come back week 4. Now it's like, okay, maybe he has a chance to play week 3. I don't know. Probably lean set though. Like I said in the earlier, I said he's probably leaning doubtful, but chance he plays, which is pretty interesting for these games. Oh, sorry, Christopher. Favorite game this week is probably Chicago Dallas. I assume that's just the chalkiest game of the week, right? I think the Tampa Bay Jets game could be pretty interesting. Get Tyrod in there, could just like make the offense. Like I don't think Fields is bad by any means. I'm pretty big on Fields this year, but like I think like getting Tyrod in there, he's just going to get the offense going in a decent way. Get Wilson the ball, get Brees the ball. The game could have a decent pace. Jets defense didn't seem like it's like anything to be scared of, so it could make the passing game a little bit better for the Bucs because they've been kind of struggling too. That's why I'm also into Baker and Evans quite a bit this week. Okay, I like this a lot. Yeah, I agree, but like it's just been like disgusting the way in which the Eagles like make their games recently, and they're just like sucking the life out of every game that they play. I mean, they're winning. I'm not obviously we know that the point of the game is winning, but just in terms of game environment, it gets really just hasn't been good. Still going to be taking Puka whenever I can and stuff, but it is very gross as of late. Yeah, that's like the only way. Like you got to have Puka, you got to have Adams, Kyron. You got to get them to score some touchdowns, and then you can get that. You get them to do something. Because like if Eagles can just coast to a victory, they're going to do it. But if they're down 14-0, if they're down 10-0, they might actually throw the ball a little bit and like push the ball down the field. But like if you see Barkley bust off a 6-yard touchdown at the beginning of the game, you could be in for a pretty ugly day watching that happen. Like watching AJ Brown get 3 targets, Watson Smith get 4 targets, Goddard's back, he gets like 6. Like it's just, yeah, it can be really gross. So I guess like maybe you want to bring back a lot if you're going to play the Eagles side, like the passing game specifically. You want to have a Ram on the other side. Definitely not like required, but I think it's probably smart to do. All right, let's see. Do we want to do a Purdy team in the dog bowl? I mean, I think might as well. I'm into doing that still. I could still swap. I could swap the Geno. Maybe I could swap the Geno in the dog bowl or something. Oh yeah, I'm not done. I'm still gonna do a few more battle royales. I'll probably do. Let's see what time we got right now. It is 41 minutes in. We'll probably do we'll do one more dog bowl and then a few more battle royales. Probably the plan. All right, so we have Reese here. I've just been hammering Brees. We can go ETN instead. Jalen Warren. Let's go this route instead. I don't know how stupid that is. I don't think it really matters that much. I'm gonna go JCM here. Play for him to get a better roll, a nice roll this week. Jump in the box. Maybe Daniels doesn't play, gets an extra rushing touchdown. Play him that way, and then play the Purdy stacked with whatever, like Jennings, Pearsall, and then Purdy after. I think probably probably smarter for me to wait on the Purdy stuff, but I'm just not going to wait. Just because I can swap, I'm just going to do it now. Take some Purdy now. Like his price isn't going to change drastically. But I do want to just get it just because I'm going to be I either take Daniels and he's a swap, or I take Purdy and he's a swap, and like you're not going to get Purdy every time on a Daniels swap. Plus, you kind of have a lot more opportunity cost because Daniels is going much earlier, but he might just keep falling at this point. So, because it just doesn't sound like it's going to be much more bullish for him in terms of like playing this week. So she's going to miss practice tomorrow. So I don't know. He might just keep falling perpetually until he's like in the last round of the dog bowl. In that way, that's just, you just take Daniels every time, just for that chance to have Daniels in the 6th round of dog bowl. Tell you what, if he comes back to me here, I'll probably take him. Yeah, probably just take him. But I feel pretty confident one of these guys is going to probably grab him before I can. All right, so we got Lamb here. Yeah, that game could be pretty fun. I think that's very, very possible. Lamb, JJ. Let's go Lamb, JJ. I don't really have a take for like what's going to happen with that game. That Minnesota-Cincinnati game could be anything. Like that game could be really fun, or it could just be like, oh my god, this is awful for Chase and company. Like I don't know, it could go a lot of different ways. So I'm pretty interested in how that ends up going. We'll go Pearsall here. Yeah, I think the Garrett Wilson, like Garrett and Dogboy, I think Garrett Wilson, Brees could be pretty interesting. Maybe take Tyrod if you're feeling really crazy. But I think like the double, like consolidated offense between Wilson and Brees is pretty sharp on that side. And just like the Bucs defense isn't great, gets them to score some points. All right, so we got Lamb, JJ. If we go Jacobs, Genty, I'll take Genty. Don't want to have 0 Genty this week. Yeah, like that game, the Chargers defense is really good, but I do think that there's a very strong chance that game could be nice. It's really up to Bo Nix. Like Bo Nix plays well, then that game could be good. Like Herbert seems like kind of an undoubtedly he's gonna have a good game. And they might run it a little bit more, but they've just literally been able to have their way with anyone they play just recently and just throw it all around the field. So I wouldn't be shocked if they just do that again and just keep slinging it. Herbert, Allen, QJ, Ladd. Maybe Ladd finally has a good game. That'd be nice. But I don't know. Yeah, I would agree with you if it wasn't for the fact that Herbert has been throwing it. They have a super high PROE this season, higher, highest in the league right now. Where I just don't. That might not actually happen because they've been actually. Let me make this pick. I'm lost in the sauce right here. Let's go Kenneth Walker. I got Purdy on the dog bowl. Yeah, the Chargers have been just chucking it nonstop. They legit just throw it way more. They're not actually being run heavy this year so far. I think that'll obviously change, but I don't know why they would change that immediately. But I'd like to have some Hampton this week too for that in that regard. To get to your point, cards. Ladd has hurt some people. Yes, he has. He's hurt me personally with his performances. And it's not like he's playing bad. It's just the fact that he's spreading the ball around. Herbert can find the open guy. He has tons of time. It's just, I don't know. It's going really well for them. The pass game's looking really good. And the run game hasn't gotten going, and I'm sure it will. But yeah, it looks really nice for them. Okay. Yeah, no, I think that's where I'm at too. Okay. Appreciate you guys hanging out. No, it's a late night, but thanks a lot for being here, guys. Hope you guys are having a good night. Good luck this week in fantasy, all your stuff. Should be fun. It's always fun, man. The early weeks are something else, man. It's a different type of vibe for sure. Go unstacked. Caleb with I don't really know where I want to go on this one. Let's go Fannin, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, the deep bombs are going to QJ, yeah. I don't know. It's pretty interesting though. I think Lab will still have his games, but I think you can't really safely project him for the target share you hoped he would have had. That being said, I would think he's still the alpha of the offense by far, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be the highest scoring guy every week. Let's go Kyle Pitts instead of Fannin. I'll have a bit of both, but let's go Kyle Pitts on this one. I'll start another one. I need to start making sure I grab my gems or my favorite plays, my favorite scroll plays. My top secret plays. Buried treasure this week. Cortland Sutton, and Olave on the thumbnail. We already ugly matchup like Pitt, Patriots, where people only do one officer Naked May. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm only doing Naked May, so I think that does make sense to like, okay, maybe I'll do May with, you know, I don't know if you're referring to more so like DraftKings or not, but yeah, like I think you definitely could go like May, Henry, Diggs. I mean, I wouldn't do this all on Underdog for sure, but like I think you could do like Metcalf, Warren. Like you could do like Henry, May, Warren, or like Henry, Diggs, Metcalf. Like I think that could probably work. I don't know if I would play through the Rodgers side at all. Oh, also I like Ramondre a lot, especially in Dog Bowl. Pittsburgh defense is like not good at all through 2 weeks, so I'm really into taking Patriots. I've been playing it through Drake May primarily. Like Drake May is going to be my swap most likely, not 100%, but might be my swap if Daniels is out. But I just think like I don't know why you wouldn't be into that. They've been not good on defense by far, like the first 2 weeks, and that could change for sure. But you could take all those Patriots guys pretty cheap, and like I think you're getting access to a total that's like a little bit higher than like what this would indicate, as they're all basically undrafted. Like every Patriots undrafted, but I don't think that's like correct. There's a lot of games, so you got to pick some. Just take Jason, Chase, and JJ just because you can. A with who? I think you could do Diggs or Henry. Yeah, Diggs or Henry for me. DK my base will be San Francisco stacks with Bijan and JT. I like that. Bijan feels like, I mean, obviously I shouldn't call anyone a lock, but like I don't know, that feels really good. But like Algier can happen again. Carolina comes out swinging and they just like don't give him the goal line carries, or he doesn't get many goal line opportunities. I don't know. Feels pretty hard for him not to get there. Double kill to Booty and Stevenson separate teams. Okay. I'm very into Stevenson this week. I think he should be drafted more in Dog Bowl, which he probably isn't fully drafted, but he's probably he's gonna be like 50% or higher, I assume. But even then, that's pretty nice for a guy that I think is gonna have a nice role this week. It gets in a good matchup. I'm not saying he's gonna like take the whole role, but there's a definitely non-zero chance that he gets the bulk role again, especially after Henderson kind of had a rough game. Henderson looks like ass both sides. Yeah, they just can't I don't know, they can't get big plays. Well, I mean, they're 2-0 at least. I don't know, but I'd love to see Harrison get some deep balls and stuff like that, but it's just not the way their offense is going right now. If Purdy plays that game could be really could be actually really interesting. I think if Mac Jones is playing, I think it could be a solid game, but I think the game could be nutty if San Francisco has Purdy. Maybe that's given not enough respect to Mac Jones, but I don't know. I think that's fair. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying they're like a great team. Been striving for a little while. Finally caught you live. Thanks. Next time. Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Have a good rest of your night, and thanks a lot for hanging out, man. We'll see you next time. Yeah, take care. Let's see here. I mean, we could go. Whenever I take Hurts, I'll take him. I usually just go unstacked with him though. Let's go Kenneth Walker instead. I don't know. That feels kind of gross, right? Need to pull up the actual draft. Let's go Kenneth Walker. play for Charbonnet to be out. Charbonnet's out. Kenneth Walker's a completely good pick there. All right. We have the 111 here. So yeah, I'm probably not going to force a stack with Hurts. There's a lot of different things I could do there. Connor, I'm guessing you're asking. I don't think so. I would not say he's cooked, no. I think James Conner is, I don't know. I think like his role's not as good as last year, but I think he's still going to be fine. I wouldn't like, as like, he's not getting drafted very much right now. His role is way different than last year. So I don't know, in the sense of being cooked, like, is he not going to have good games? I don't think that's true. But like, in the sense of like his ceiling might have been zapped a little bit, I would say very much so the case. So yeah, it's not a fun click right now with the amount of work Benson's getting. Like, he actually is getting like solid 4 catches. Like, that's a pretty big deal. To like Connor lose a lot of his pass game work. So see how we want to play this. I think this will be, let's go like Ramondre or something. Let's go like Ramondre Fannin. Let's have a little bit of fun with this one. All right, we're on the clock over here. We got JSN. I'll take JSN. Whenever I can take JSN, I'll just take him. Ramondre Fannin. Let's do Fannin, Ramondre. So definitely a little bit more of a weird build because I'm kind of like overpassing some running backs like Javonte and Jordan Mason, but it's okay. I think that's still a decent team there. On the clock again, Trey McBride. Yeah, we'll go McBride. All right, let's do a few more BRs. We'll just like do enough BRs to like fully finish this dog bowl, and then we'll be done for the day. So I had a soccer pick that almost hits, but I got a 4 out of 5 on that, unfortunately. That would have been pretty sick. Well, pay like for 10 dog bowls though, probably. I think it's like going to be a decent hit on that one though. Or pay for like 5 dog bowls, 5 or 6. So we're double timing this. Okay, so we have 2. We got the 105 on one. I got the 103 in the other. Definitely my goal of these 2 are going to be getting more of my guys. Like 2 of Olave, Evans, Sutton, and AJ Brown in these teams. I think is going to be my plan. Definitely would like to do an AJ Brown, Evans team. I don't know if I have that yet. And then I don't really have a mix of like any of them. I need to make sure I just get all of it, to be honest with you. All right, so this is the first one. Change up the song here. Got the 103 here, so I'll pull up this one first. I'm going to be jumping over to from draft to draft. Got 3 drafts going, 2 battle royales, 1 dog bowl. I'm going to pull up the draft board more also. Apologize about that. Oh, I didn't say that. I start reminding myself with the draft board. So we got Lamb, Barkley. So I wanted to go I want to get some of my guys. So we'll go running back first here. And we'll go. Let's pull up Bucky. No, we're gonna do JSN Bucky instead because I just don't see a world where like one of these receivers is going to be a relevant piece. I'm not saying they have to be in the winning lineup, but I'm saying there's a good shot that one of these receivers between JSN, Lamb, between Lamb to Nico is going to be an optimal piece for us. I think, like a piece you're going to want. So. So Bucky JSN's kind of a fun little start there. So here we'll do JT. Let's go JT Bucky so we can go with the Evans stuff. Evans, AJ Brown. Or no, let's go JT Jacobs so we can do fully do what I want to do. We'll do the AJ Brown, Evans. In the world where maybe if we can get Bowers here, that'd be perfect. In the world where what was I about to say? Obviously not taking JSN there is tough, but JSN has good weeks, but he hasn't scored touchdowns, and he's not been optimal because of that. He's had 2 good weeks, 14-14 without touchdowns. He easily just do that again. So it's kind of what you're playing for there. Let's go. I'm cool with London here. So we lost Bowers, unfortunately. We could go Tucker Craft and go. Let's just go late tight end, I think, at this point. Let's get AJ Brown and Mike Evans, and we'll go from there. Tucker Craft on this one. I really like Darnold. I don't know why, but Darnold is just a fun stack this week. Maybe I'm crazy for that, but I kind of like it. I'm into it this week. Let's go Warren on this one. Let's go Warren Darnold or something. Warren Penix. Almost typed that in very wrong. We go Warren Penix. We're about to be on the clock on the dog bowl. We'll pull that up here. So it seems like it is officially time for Jaden Daniels to be falling. Let's get Brian Thomas here if we can. That'd be good. I don't have any of him, and if he's going to be discounted slightly, which he is currently, I think that's probably a good time to take him. But I feel like I'm not going to get him, to be honest with you. Let's see, come on, nice. Hey, I'll take him. I'm totally fine taking him there. That's cool with me. And then I'm actually really happy to take this could be a fun week to do this. That could be really interesting. I'll take Kyron or Chuba here. Okay, yeah, that could be fun. All right, we're on the clock over here. Let's go Warren. Javante's there still. We'll take Javante instead. Evans go. Wow, he went. Damn. All right, we'll take Hurts then. Wow, that's crazy. What the hell? Max Payne. Let's go Penix or Darnold. We'll go Penix, I think. Chuba. Yeah, we like that a lot. All right, I had literally one on the clock on every single draft at the same time. Classic. We'll go Penix on this one. So Penix, Bucky, Giavante, JSN, London, Tucker Craft, and then this one we're gonna have to pivot to a new receiver and go Sutton or Olave. Let's go Olave on this one. Since Evans got sniped from us. I guess we can do Ibuka too. Alright, we're still dog bowling, so let's keep it rolling. I promise I'll do a couple more battle royales while the dog bowl is rolling on, so I will stay true to that word. What tight end do we want this? Let's get. I mean, Ferguson is just so much better of a click than a lot of these guys. I'll take Ferguson here and take the scroll at receiver with taking AJ Brown early and then taking Olave. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, I'm feeling crazy enough to go the Jacksonville double. Like, who wants to do that this week? And not a lot of people do. And I'm down for it. I'm down for it for sure. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it this week. I was always down to do it, but I don't know. I'm gonna do it. Let's go with one more. Oh yeah, we'll do one more while we're waiting. Maybe two more. Yeah, two more is perfect. So we'll do 3 more battle royales and finish this dog bowl, and we'll call it a night. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Anyone that was here. I know the content wasn't perfect, but I do appreciate the time regardless. So I'm just trying to put something together last minute just to get a little recording out. So I know it's not the best, but I'm glad. I'd rather have content than nothing. But the quality, I want to make the quality better for you guys, especially anyone that's watching. Just make the quality better. But I know if you watch me more than one time, you know that the whole goal is just trying to provide as much information as I can and try to help with strategy and stuff like that. So not like I'm a massive channel that is have top level production quality, but I gotta act like interview for the job I want, not the job I have. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe. So definitely want to improve stuff, keep on getting better at this. But it is a side thing for me right now, but that doesn't mean I don't want to make it better. So. Yeah, so probably on this dog bowl is going to be Travis Hunter and T-Law if possible. Let's see what we got here. We can go Bucky. Let's go Chase JJ. Let's have fun with that again. On the clock here in a second. It is pretty interesting to see how these evolve so quickly. It really does move fast. Let's go with let's go Barkley. And I'll scroll past Bucky and go to Jacobs. All right, let's get our last BR going while we're in here. So we'll do triple tape on the BR as our dog bowl wraps up. I'll probably take Travis Hunter, and then I can take Darnold or T-Law if somehow I don't get T-Law. Yeah, let's go Barkley. Barkley Jacobs here. Then hopefully one of McBride Bowers will slip back to me. And then I can do a double of the thumbnail boys. Nice, perfect. Okay, so I get Bowers here. We take Bowers and we take Javonte. No, I think we just scroll now. I think that gives us the luxury. So we go AJ Brown or Evans. Let's go Evans this time. So Chase, JJ, Evans, Bowers. Yeah, fun. So we'll go Travis Hunter on this dog bowl and get ourselves a little fun double stack of Jags. That's pretty sick. That makes me happy. Matter if this team's probably gonna suck. It's nice. It's gonna get 5,000th place in the dog bowl, but that does make me happy. Seeing a little T-Law double with Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas. That's pretty fun. All right. Bowers is here for us for the taking. Fantastic. We can also do our double again. Mike Evans. Olave. Where's Olave? There's Olave and there's Sutton. Right there. Yeah, I like Franklin a lot, but I'm not like gonna chase that. I've seen that story before with Sean Payton. I'm just not gonna be chasing that crap. I think I don't know. I think that there's a good shot he is like the number 2 guy going forward, but I'm not gonna be like buying into it as if it's like the reality right now. Take Mike Evans on this one, and then we're on the clock over here. Take JT. A little JT Bucky start here, probably. No, we'll go JT McBride. JT McBride, and then we'll do the AJ Brown stuff. Brown in. Yeah. That's what I've been wanting to do, get AJ Brown Evans on the same team. And we're jumping over here. This team. Don't want Genty with Bowers. Let's go. I think Kenneth Walker is just a sick play. If Charbonnet happens to be out in any way, shape, or form, Charbonnet is like a jam of all jams. Let's go. Do I have a Browning team? Let's go Browning this time. Or do I just take Baker again? Yeah, we're going Baker, and we're playing for the Evans 2-tutty game, so we'll go Baker. Maybe that was a scared play, but I don't think it's that crazy. So this is our dog bowl. We got T-Law, Chuba, JSN, Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter, and McBride. All right, this team is Baker Mayfield, Kenneth Walker, Chase, Jefferson, Evans, Brock Bowers. Okay, we're out here getting stuff done here. Totally, I'll remember to get the board up on the very last draft of the day. We'll make the board go up. Hunter's done for a while. I don't know why that would be the case. Genty playable this week. I think so. Yeah, I don't see why not. We're on the clock over here. Let's go AJ Brown Evans here. AJ Brown. All right. Sutton or Olave? Let's go Sutton. And we'll rip Gino, I think. Let's go Mike Evans. I don't think the reason I don't like Hunter's been getting targets. Like he didn't play as many snaps as he did last week, but I don't know. Like I don't see like why the passing game can't get there. I don't think Diamond Brown is a better talent than Travis Hunter by any means. I just think like it hasn't clicked. Like Brian Thomas was a monster last year and it just hasn't clicked yet. And that could mean it's not going to click for another 10 weeks. It could mean it's going to click in 3 weeks. It could mean it's going to click this week. Who knows? But I want to be having some exposure to those guys when it does happen. When it does click. Go Gino. Huh. How about Yeah, I'll go Gino. Why not? That's fine. Last draft. We're going to take a running back and a quarterback. Who do we want to take? Let's see. Oh, where's Genty just for the taking? Might as well take him. Genty, I mean, Kyler's... Oh, Genty went. Damn, okay. Let's see what we want to do. Brees here. Let's do Hampton and Kyler Murray. Go Hampton on this one. Have a little fun with the little scroll on the last one. So Kyler and McBride. We got Jonathan Taylor, Hampton buying at the very bottom of Hampton. AJ Brown Evans. What's up, Woozy? I think that is really tough. I would probably. That is really hard. Man, why is that so difficult? That is like one of the hardest decisions. I'd probably just keep Kraft and Hampton, I think, personally. It's really tough though. Really tough. So I don't know. Usually you want the better player in the draft, like which would be Genty in this situation, but I think like Kraft is like a top 5 tight end right now without Jaden Reed in the offense on an awesome team. Like, I don't know. I think that you could really go either way, but I think I'd probably just keep the Kraft Hampton. If you believe in Hampton, I think you just keep riding it. So I'd probably just roll with that. But I wouldn't like think you're crazy for taking the Genty side of that. That's really close to me. But I'm not like a season-long fantasy expert or anything, so maybe not the best person to ask, but my opinion, I'd just keep Kraft and Hampton. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys hanging out. That was a good little stream. Got to an hour, 20 minutes about, so not bad. Hopefully the content was decent there. Provided some insight for you guys. Some decent plays you guys might be interested in. The Sutton, Olave, Mike Evans, AJ Brown, bounce backs. Buy low on them. Obviously got the buy low on the Jags pass catchers. Let's just look at a couple plays here while we're here. The Purdy potential low owned option I think is very fun. I think you could do the buy low on the Jets with Tyrod. You just get a very you get unknown Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson. We saw that week 1. That was pretty interesting, the Garrett Wilson side specifically. So wouldn't be surprised if one of those guys gets there in a big way, or both of them get there in a big way this week against a pretty bad Bucs defense, in my opinion. So that's also pretty interesting. The Chargers back stacks, I think those are pretty fun too. And obviously my thumbnail guys that I already talked about. So Sutton, Olave, Evans, AJ Brown. But yeah, the QJ or the Keenan Allen can be pretty good too. So lots of good plays as always, but hopefully you guys got some decent plays from me. 3rd round tight end every time. If I can get McBride Bowers, I'm getting that every time I can. But yeah, good luck this week, guys. I'll see if I can get another one this weekend sometime, maybe Saturday, maybe Friday night or something like that. We'll see if I can fire one up. If not, we'll see you guys next week. Good luck in your eliminators. Good luck in your best ball drafts. Good luck in all your, good luck with your best ball exposures, all that stuff. Good luck in your season-long leagues. And yeah, see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys all have a wonderful night. And yeah, good luck in week 3. I know it's early, but good luck in week 3. See you guys next time. Later.